Give me that beat, so.
The so-called American Negro have to be completely re-educated. And the condition that he is now in, he's not fit for self.
If I had 100 sheep and one of them got away, I would leave the 99, go find the one.
To be completely made over again.
Look from the knocks and doors of Satan, I come create. Penetrate with force from the land of the lost. I'm coming like Muhammad got the devil on the run. Rising like the sun, keep your eyes on the one. Look, I'm basic. Here to bring forth a reborn nation. Up against the norm, creating a new formation. This foundation that I be standing on.
The historic Million Family March is now available on video cassette, featuring the timely and inspiring message by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.
The family is the basic unit of civilization. Salaam alaikum.
So I'm hoping and praying that God will allow me time on this earth to do something in the remaining years of my life to change the reality of the condition of human suffering among my own people and among the whole human family of our planet.
Brothers and sisters, I thank you very much for your time and your attention. And at this time, I would like to turn you back into the hands of our leader and teacher, the last messenger of Allah, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Salaam alaikum.
We cannot sit down. We cannot lay down.
Yes, sir.
We must get up.
Yes, sir.
And go to work.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Praises be to Allah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What must be done?
Yes, sir.
We have God with us. We have Him as our guide.
Yes, sir.
We don't have to stand around here and ask the question, what must be done?
Yes, sir.
Get up and let's go and do something.
Yes, sir.
Perhaps the greatest legacy that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad left his people was others to carry on his work. This is because the messenger was a visionary with insight and ability to develop others who could lead and teach effectively. One of his best students was this man, Minister Louis Farrakhan. Listen to what the messenger himself had to say about him.
This is one of the strongest national preachers that I have in the bounds of North America. Everywhere you hear him, listen to him. Everywhere you see him, look at him. Everywhere he advised you to go, go. Everywhere he advised you to stay from, stay from. So we are thankful to Allah for this great helper of mine, Minister Farrakhan. And I say continue to hear our Minister Farrakhan.
Is this Black History Month? Why did they give you a month? Isn't it true that they gave you a month to study up on your history? And every day of the year you're reading theirs? How can you be justified in studying your history for 1 month when time doesn't even show when you began on the planet? How can you be justified in reading white folks' history, which is a moment in time, and leaving your own history unread? And what you study for this week is not really your history. You're just studying the accomplishments of a slave who made it under the oppression of his master while he still wears the name of his master. So he's not yet making any history. This is his accomplishments in the history of white people. You agree?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, in the history of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad among us, there was a rise, a fall, a rise again, and then another fall. In the alternation of the day and the night, there are signs for those who fear God. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad met a man in Detroit, Michigan, a man who gave many names, but the name that he left us with, Master Farad Muhammad. Many people say that this somewhat mystery man, Master Farad Muhammad, who taught Elijah Muhammad, was some false man. But as you can tell a tree by the fruit it bears, you can tell a man by his works. Master Farad Muhammad met the Honorable Elijah Muhammad in 1931. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad recognized him immediately as being the one that the world was looking for. When he heard the words coming out of his mouth, having read the Bible since a young boy, he saw corresponding in the words coming out of this man's mouth something that he had been longing for and someone that he had been hoping and longing for since he was a young boy. So there was an instant love and an instant marriage between these two. What Elijah Muhammad saw in Master Farad Muhammad, he was ordered not to go too far in teaching that man's identity while he was among us, but that Elijah Muhammad should wait until after he was gone. I must say the truth that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said the same thing to me. When I was sneaking up on his identity and beginning to publish it over the radio, he called me one day and said, "Brother, don't go too far in that line, lest all the apples roll down out of the cart into the gutter." Now I will tell you today what has been burning in my heart since the 60s, when I first began to see the way I shall explain sight today. Master Farad Muhammad came to the messenger, found him groping, showed him the way. Found him an orphan, took him in, as the Quran teaches. He made him wise, and the time of preparation for the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was between 40 and 41 months. Nearly 3½ years. And he gave Elijah Muhammad in that 3½ years enough wisdom to last for 40 years. And the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said to some of us that it would take him 40 years to understand his mission. Listen good.